Hey, what's up, gamers? Welcome back to BeBackGaming, your go-to spot for honest game reviews. I'm BeBack, and today, we're diving into Steel Seed, the 2025 stealth action sci-fi adventure that's got everyone talking. You play as Zoe, teamed up with her trusty drone Koby, navigating a creepy underground facility in a world on the brink of extinction. Sounds epic, right? But is it the next Dishonored, or does it crash and burn? Stick around as we break down the gameplay, story, graphics, and whether this game is worth your hard-earned cash. If you love deep dive reviews, smash that like button and subscribe for more. Let's get into it. Alright, let's start with the meat of Steel Seed, the gameplay. This is a stealth action adventure, so think Metal Gear Solid meets Horizon Zero Dawn with a sci-fi twist. You control Zoe, who's agile, sneaky, and packs a punch when needed. Her drone Koby is the real star, though. Koby can hack terminals, distract enemies, and even scout ahead, which adds a ton of depth to the stealth mechanics. The game gives you freedom to approach missions. Wanna go full ghost and avoid every enemy? You can. Prefer to take out guards with slick melee combos? That works too. The levels are open-ended, with vents, ledges, and hackable systems to keep things fresh. I love sneaking through a massive reactor room, using Koby to disable cameras while Zoe slipped past patrols. It felt so satisfying. But it's not perfect. The AI can be inconsistent. Sometimes enemies spot you through walls, which is frustrating in a stealth game. Also, the combat feels a bit clunky compared to the buttery smooth stealth. Still, the variety of gadgets and upgrades keeps you experimenting, and the learning curve is just right for most players. Now, let's talk story. Steel Seed is set in a dark sci-fi world where humanity's on its last legs. You're exploring this underground facility to uncover secrets and, hopefully, save what's left. The narrative is driven by Zoe and Koby's relationship, which is surprisingly heartfelt. Zoe's tough but relatable, and Koby's witty banter adds charm. Think Cortana from Halo but with more sass. The story starts strong, with a mystery that hooks you early. Without spoilers, I'll say it tackles themes of survival and sacrifice, which hit hard in some moments. However, the pacing drags in the middle, with a few filler missions that feel like busy work. The side characters are also a bit forgettable, which is a shame because the world building is top-notch. If you're here for a gripping plot, it's good but not The Last of Us level. Visually, Steel Seed is a stunner. The underground facility is dripping with atmosphere. Think Dead Space vibes with glowing neon and rusted machinery. The lighting is phenomenal, especially during stealth sections where shadows play a big role. Character models are solid, though some animations feel stiff during cutscenes. The sound design is where it shines. The eerie hum of the facility, the clank of metal as you sneak through vents, and Koby's subtle beeps create immersion. The voice acting is great, with Zoe's actress nailing the balance of grit and vulnerability. The soundtrack, it's a mix of ambient, electronic beats and cinematic orchestral tracks that amp up the tension. My only gripe is some repetitive enemy dialogue. How many times do I need to hear check that corner? Let's break it down with some pros and cons. Pros: addictive stealth mechanics with tons of freedom. Koby's drone abilities are innovative and fun. Gorgeous visuals and immersive sound design. Zoe and Koby's relationship carries the story. Cons: inconsistent enemy AI can break immersion. Combat feels underwhelming compared to stealth. Story pacing and side characters could be stronger. Overall, Steel Seed nails the stealth action vibe but stumbles in a few areas. So, is Steel Seed worth your time and money? If you love stealth games like Thief or Splinter Cell, this is a must-play. The stealth mechanics and world building are fantastic, and Koby's drone gameplay is a game changer. At insert price, for example, $49.99, it's a fair deal for the 15 to 20 hours of content, plus replayability for different playstyles. However, if you're here for a tight story or polished combat, you might be disappointed. It's not a perfect game, but it's a bold step for developer name, for example, Stormind Games. I'd recommend it for stealth fans and sci-fi nerds, but casual gamers might want to wait for a sale. Time for the BeBack verdict. I'm giving Steel Seed a solid 8 out of 10. It's a thrilling stealth adventure with a killer sci-fi aesthetic, held back by a few rough edges. What do you think? Are you grabbing Steel Seed, or are you skipping it? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get the discussion going. If you enjoyed this review, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more gaming content every week. Check out our playlist for other 2025 game reviews. Thanks for watching, gamers. Stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one.